I stumbled upon a PoGo Fashion subreddit and decided to pluck quite a few of the top looks from that thread because I couldn't resist reviewing them in this video. I'm taking an ask for forgiveness, not permission approach and even looking at these and including them in my video. But similar to how I'm sure the people upvoted them within the thread, I'm assessing these outfits based on how well the style aligns, coordinates, pairs with the Pokemon in the snapshots. Starting with this look, I was hesitant just because there's not as much matchy match going on and there's not a lot of purple, but I just feel like that kind of punky, rough, rebellious edge is very present within the trainer's outfit, and just with like the headpiece or the hair and a little bit of that red belt, and overall just like that black leather boot and pant kind of style and vibe definitely goes well with the Pokemon. There's even a little hint of green. When I saw this one, I was like, this is absolutely perfect. There's even just some like gold bands or something like on their wrists, or it's part of the jacket, and just the way the boots match a little bit of the kind of white bands on the Pokemon's ankles, and then the hairstyle is obviously perfect. Not really much more I wish, maybe like a white belt if that was available, but I think that overall it really is aligning perfectly. So cute, so fresh. The hat and the jacket match perfectly. Kind of wish that the red within the outfit was pink, but I mean, there's only so much you can control with these customizable outfit pieces. And I think that it would have been great also if there was a scarf of some sort, but I think that the length of like the black shirt under the jacket definitely kind of emulates a little bit of the extensions coming from the Pokemon itself. They both have glasses. Love how the hat and the jacket also coordinate with the shoes. This one's pretty on point. Speaking of point, I wish there were maybe just some sharper elements that the trainer was able to incorporate within their outfit, but I mean, the overall composition, I think, mirrors enough of the Pokemon. The stance is perfect, and I really love a little bit of like the ears coming from the hood. It just really aligns well. Overall, just the silhouette, everything is pretty on point. I was hesitant about including this one, but just the suit is so strong. Like, it's really maybe just more for the suit. And I wonder if it's just already like a pre-packaged coordinated set. And it does match the Pokemon quite perfectly. And it's just an overall just simple, casual, but chic sleigh. Super cute. What really did it for me, because I've seen this hoodie a few times, I think it's also included in another look I have here, is just how the kind of pom-pom beanie matches perfectly with the kind of pom-pom elements on the Pokemon ears. It's just perfect. It's cute, soft, cozy. Love it. Wish there was, even the skin tone I think works as far as like the Pokemon. Kind of wish there was maybe more brown accessory, but I think they did well. This definitely catches the vibe with the folded arms or crossed arms, and these boots are in another look. I just really think these boots are super cute as far as a customizable item, but just like with the hat to match the beanie on the Sneasel, and overall the long sweater. Do wish there was maybe a little bit, I keep saying I wish, I mean, whatever, like you can only do so much of this. Wish there was a little bit just more dominant pink than as much of the black, and I kind of wish that the glasses were black. Absolutely perfect. Like, it's just so good. I think that I saw another kind of coordinated set with this Pokemon that someone else had, almost pretty much the same exact outfit, but this trainer at least has like the hair style that goes perfectly with Gardevoir, and even just like, I think the flowers really help add a nice additional accessory and accent to really hit this home, and the pink glasses. And really just like the white mask, like really they just did it right. So strong. Like this is a great example, and as many of these have been so far, of like not necessarily being a Pokemon cosplay, it's Pokemon inspired outfit. It doesn't always have to be one-to-one match, just as long as you have enough of the components kind of hitting, and I definitely feel like this trainer absolutely got it, including just the hairstyle and the hair color. Do kind of wish that the hat was gray, not gonna lie, but overall everything else is just so well put together. I included this one just because I really feel like it touches on that spooky, mage-like kind of essence, especially just with a ghost type Pokemon. And even just like with the kind of gas or presence surrounding Ghastly, I definitely feel like, as we can even see, like the sleeves of the jacket blend in perfectly with that. Enough of some purple, really just covering that kind of muted, darker, deep purple and blue color scheme. This one is so good. Like, I was blown away when I saw this. I just think that the color coordination is so tight. Pants could have been a little bit of a different color, but again, it doesn't always have to be 1-to-1. But within their outfit itself, just like with the pants matching with, in their like harem style pants, which is like, I think one of the greatest alignments of the Pokemon. But the fact that it coordinates with like the mask and the glasses, everything else, just like the headpiece and the shirt, perfect with the Pokemon, even the sandals, like, and the backpack is such a great accent too. So good. Like, this thread has it going on. I couldn't resist snatching these. I don't know how they get the Pokemon to like be these specific colors, but the fact that it just aligns so well with the outfit, like the colors, it's blending right into one another. I mean, I just don't think it gets much more perfect color alignment wise. So great. Absolutely perfect. Similar to the other one that had the harem pants, kind of like this. I just feel like that really captures the Asian inspired element that I feel like these Pokemon often convey. And obviously the top with the kind of yellowish gold accents on the sleeves, and even just with the pants having those kind of golden or like yellowish tassels and band, perfect with the Pokemon. Like, you totally get it. The shoes have some sharp elements and edge to them, even though we're getting some semi-clashing prints here, like the polka dot cap with the striped shirt and like leggings or stockings. But somehow it just works cohesively with all the different kind of color palette elements that aligns with the Pokemon. And just with the Pokemon having kind of some rounded elements, I think that does give some room for that. So good. So simple. Like, oftentimes these outfits don't even really have to do too much. As long as you have the right accessory and the right placement of these things, it can really hit it. Like the gloves / like arm warmers, I want to call them, like, or sleeves. So great. The shoes, perfect color. The cap coordinates perfectly with the belt, and the pink glasses kind of align with like the red nose a little bit. So cute. Love the plaid pants and the matching beret. And I feel like it corresponds and aligns well with the accessories that the Pokemon has, with the bow and the glasses, and just with those glasses having a little bit of like a polka dot or like gemstone studded or embedded kind of design. I feel like that goes with a little bit of the pattern design going on within the black pieces that this trainer has in their outfit. And then just enough of white with the shoes. And of course the sweater's super cute, like absolutely killed it. Cleared, like, it's just so well put together. The mask to align with the beak, the hairstyle is perfect. Obviously we have Articuno on the kimono or the robe, so that's already aligning perfectly. Like, and then just, I love that it's shorts, to be honest. Like, pants would have been great, but I feel like shorts give a little bit more of that easy breezy kind of like flowy, free vibe, like a flying Pokemon. So, so tight. Really, I included this one just because I think that the trainer outfit within itself is like really strong. You can't go wrong with an all black outfit and ensemble like this. And I love the layered pieces, and I just feel like it looks really sharp. Obviously wish that there was some sort of green, just any sort of green component would have really done this one notch up, whether it be like a belt. I don't think you can layer belts over certain items within this game, but like just some sort of green accessory would have gone a long way. But we have the hat and we have the shoes, and I feel like the overall silhouette is kind of really hitting it. So good. I just like, it's so simple once again. Just like an overall dress with the tall boots. The tall boots, I think, is what really did it. The tall boots and the dress combos what really did it. And then even just with the gloves, like it matches the overall gray body of the Pokemon, but then we get enough of that blue. And we don't really need any of those additional sharp elements. And the hairstyle, just like with a little bit of like a comb over and a short cut, perfect with like a little bit of the kind of yellow within the design. Like it just is completely well aligned. Now this one definitely feels a little bit more like a Pokemon cosplay, because we even have like the wings, it looks like, and then like the mask obviously, but it just, the vest is perfect, the shoes, like it really does go perfectly well. And I'm glad that they did black pants. That's what makes it feel a little bit more differentiated, a little bit more outfit and fashion. If it was like all gray, felt like it would have leaned a little bit too much into a copy and paste of the Pokemon. Now this one has the same jacket, but I really think it was so well applied here. It was strategically put together just in terms of the color placement on the jacket and the roundedness of the hat and the hairstyle, with enough peaks of some red to align with like that gemstone in the forehead of the Pokemon as well. So I just think, like it's we get it, you know? I was a little hesitant on including this one just because it's Team Yell. And if you watched my Pokemon villain video, you know how I feel about that team. So like the outfit was just kind of like a little bit in that regard, but it works perfectly for the Pokemon though. Like in terms of the shape and the way the colors align and just the overall slim, just body form silhouette. Now this trainer has a few looks that stood out to me. I was like, they know what they're doing. This one, love the peppered in purple placements. Do wish that the stockings were white in this case. It wouldn't have looked like a Pokemon cosplay in that case. It still would have been inspired outfit, but I feel like the black still works with like their hair and a little bit of the components in the jacket and with the gloves. And this one just goes to show that you don't have to do literally too much at all. This just is giving like everyday regular Pokemon fan who just happens to have some Pokemon franchise items in their closet and just perfectly aligns with Pikachu, and giving Ash Pikachu, like it's perfect. Like I just love the simplicity of this one. But this one, so good. It's kind of giving like tech wear. Like it's giving that kind of futuristic Frutiger Arrow tech wear, like refreshing vibe. And I just love how it all just works together. It's enough of that kind of muted, washed out, grayish blue situation that really aligns with the Pokemon. It could have been like more white. There could have been just more pure white within the outfit, but I actually like how the more muted gray aligns with a little bit of like the shadows that we see within like various aspects of their body. I love this. It's like a perfect match between like the hat and the skin tone. Was a very strategic move in this case. I mean, I'm sure that's like their skin tone, but like it just happens to really work with this Pokemon especially. Like it's just perfect. Like, and it doesn't even have to look like a Pokemon cosplay. Like so strong. These outfits are just really well put together. And I kind of wish that it didn't have to necessarily be a Team Magma sweater or just kind of jacket top, but at the same time it just happens to have the key elements that align with the Pokemon, between like the horns kind of aligning with a little bit of those sharper elements in the Pokemon's head, and then just that big emblem does kind of mirror some of those designs on the underside of the Pokemon. So I mean, and the colors are very much on point. Could have maybe benefited from a black shoe. This one is so good. Like just like this, the silhouette, even though it's like a slightly thicker build, that's not trying to be shady. It just happens to work perfectly for this Pokemon. And they have just the right items in place, like with the kind of poncho element with the tassels, and just those tan pants match perfectly with like the egg that the Pokemon has, and then of course the hairstyle and even the mask in this case. But when you look at the back, like it's that egg backpack that really did it. Conceptual and literal reflection. They really knew what they were doing. I love this one. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. It is, and it was one of the top like upvoted in the thread for good reason. It just perfectly aligns. Like everything is perfect. You see it, the roundedness of the hat, mirroring the roundedness of the Pokemon with some of those Pokeball rounded elements in the pants, which also kind of mirrors the little rounded elements around the like belly of the Pokemon, and just the different colors from white to gray. It's so perfect. And so was this one. Like, oh, like they really hit it. And the glasses is just the nice extra touch. Like they really honestly hit it perfectly from this, like everything is perfect. And the clothing items are in just the right hierarchy to align just like in a great mirror image of the Pokemon. Like, oh, love this one because it's a little bit different. It like we've been hitting so much mirroring and like reflection of the Pokemon, but this one is a little bit more, it's definitely loose inspiration, but it has just enough of those similar colors, particularly like the turquoise, jade, teal color in the sweater and then the underside of the boots. Love it. And I love how there's even a little bit of like a flower hairpiece just to align with the flowers that the Pokemon has. So cute. I also like how this one isn't as much of a direct copy of the Pokemon, just more indirect elements that align color wise and even kind of just shape and design wise, like the orange patches on the pants and just enough of that white and yellow kind of interplay to mirror a lot of what's dominating the Pokemon's body. Absolutely perfect. Like this one is a good balance between kind of reflecting the Pokemon but also being a little differentiated, but largely just very smart strategic use. Is that Brock? That looks like Brock's jacket. Very strategic use of just the right items. Like that jacket really is doing a lot of work here and it perfectly mirrors the Pokemon. And the shoes coordinating with the hat and even the gloves. Really impressed by the shoes though, and the jacket and the shirt. This one is so cute. When I saw it, I was like, this is absolutely perfect. Like, and I love that the pants aren't completely similarly like washed out taupe gray or sand or stone. Love that it's a more genuine brown. That's what kind of does make it feel like it's its own individual trainer outfit. But the hairstyle, like between the hairstyle and the hoodie, like it's absolutely perfect. And even the shoes really bring together the pants and the gloves. So much great cohesion and synergy here. Another match with this Pokemon, but different. Like it's definitely has the right pieces in place. And we definitely see some connection with the overall color palette, but just the hoodie, I'm glad, is honestly a little bit different. We still get that kind of black and white effect that is also in the Pokemon, but the hair color, I think, does a lot of work here to balance some of that out and give a little bit more cohesion. It feels like a different, darker hairstyle. I think that would have thrown the whole thing off, but it still works. This one is so good. And I saw this blue denim jacket on a lot of other looks that I didn't necessarily select, but I feel like it just especially works here with a lot of varied pieces that might look very mismatchy and like inconsistent in isolation, but in connection and context of coordinating with this Pokemon, it does really actually kind of work, even with like a top hat. Like, I don't know why it somehow comes together so well, but I'm really getting the vibe, especially just with like the mask. And same thing here. I also saw, I think, someone match with a different Pokemon with this jacket and sweater combo. But just the way this trainer used it with the stockings and the shoes, once again, those sharp shoes just to really give like talons and claws. And then the hairstyle, once again, switching that up. It's really working here. A little bit more indirect than the first one, but still enough connection and distinction to kind of show that there's range. And I love when some trainers can even show range even within their customization. But this one's so cute. Oh, like the top, I think this is the same one that was used for the Gardevoir look, but just the way it's used here, even if it's like blue denim shorts, like that didn't even strike me. I didn't even really notice it until now. Like just the boots in the top and the earmuffs, like it just works. Like, I don't know how they did it so well, but it just works. They got the right colors in the right places, and it still feels like an individual, unique trainer look. So taking a look at how people customize their characters in games is a little bit more fun than I expected. I've seen some people leave some comments about that with regard to other games like Cyberpunk 2077. So let me know if that's something that you're interested in seeing more of and can definitely explore it. But until the next video, I'll talk to you later.